I don't know about you, but it feels like we need hope more than ever this Christmas season. We are all waiting in expectation for something better. It's been a difficult year for so many. And as I painfully waited to put up our tree this year, my husband asked that we just wait till after Thanksgiving. We did. I was waiting in expectation. But what is it about putting up the tree and getting out our Christmas decor and this season that fills us with hope and joy? Is it all the happy memories so many of us have as children, waiting with expectation for presents under the tree? Maybe you didn't have those happy memories, and maybe you want to create them for your children or your loved ones. I'm not sure, but if I really think about myself, my children are definitely a part of it. I want to see the joy in their eyes. I get so excited every time my baby sees the lights on the tree or outside at neighbors' houses and goes, "Whoa!" Just so full of awe and wonder. And there's something in me as an adult that recognizes how quickly that gets lost. We get numb to some of it. And kids help remind us just how wonderful this world really is. And so as I put up my tree and put out our decorations, I got to see it through the eyes of all three of my children. I was amazed that this year, the 8-year-old and the 4-year-old, they were actually good at putting up ornaments. I let them help me prepare the tree. We fluffed up all the branches. It's one of our normal practices. And my daughter and son both jumped into the ornament box with such excitement. And they saw the ornaments and they recognized some of them. I didn't even think they would do that. They said, "Oh, Mom, here's the ornament from, Bronner's Christmas World from last year." The one that says Master Lego Builder. My son loves that one. Or my daughter saw the one from Noah's Ark that's gold and shiny. There's also ornaments with their pictures on them. And then, of course, my kids know I have 2 favorite ornaments every year that I pull out. My whole tree is just a beacon of memories. But my 2 favorite are the ones that, to me, represent those I have lost, but I have such good memories of. The first is my sister. The year before she passed away, she gave me this ornament. It's so small, but so significant. It says, "My sister, my friend." I get emotional every time I think about it, just because of how beautiful it is. What it represented her love for me. And every time I hang it now on my tree, I think of my love for her. And I miss her. I recognize that. Sometimes I grieve a little bit, and I place it on our tree. It's one of the ways I honor my loved ones. And now, since my grandmother has passed, I have an ornament for her as well. Although she purchased many of the ornaments on my tree, whenever I would have a new baby, she got me a couple of baby's first Christmas ornaments. But the one I remember, the one that sparks my memories of joy from her, is the one where we were at the zoo with my younger brother. And we never used to pay for those photographs where they say, "Stop and let us take a photograph." But that day, for whatever reason, we did. And they put it in a keychain for us. And I was probably in middle school at the time, but I've kept that keychain all these years, never parting with it, even as a minimalist. And I now take that keychain, and I could put it in some fancier frame, but there's just something about the original memory that I keep it in its keychain form, and I hang it on my tree. And I also have a little wreath that she would give me every year around Easter. There were some ladies at her church that would make these little wreaths to hand out to people, and she always made sure I had one. And she would say, "Put it on your tree." So I definitely still remember that and do it. And it's just so beautiful, right? Putting up the memories from our tree and looking at that through this whole season. Looking back on the ornaments, I like to buy ones from places we've gone on vacation, seeing where we've come from. I have an ornament from my honeymoon. I have first-year married ornaments. I have ornaments of my children. And then, of course, I have the generic decorative ornaments that tie it all together. Our theme this year is gold. But really, that to me, that mix of those memories is what's so magical about it. And yes, I'd still try and approach minimalism with Christmas. I try and make most of my decor about my tree. And I'm a maximalist when it comes to decorating that tree. I want it to have so many memories down the line, and every year that I can add an ornament or a memory, I do. The other decor that I have for our house is a little more simple. Of course, as we get ready to begin the Advent season, we have to put out the reason for the season. So I have our nativity scene. My kids love putting this up, but it's glass, so I always have to be very careful and say, Mom only touches these. And then I have a little toy version of the nativity they get to play with. But I lay this out carefully. It's another piece that my grandmother gave me, and I treasure it. She knew so many years ago how important my relationship with Jesus was in my life. And she had this beautiful nativity set, and she gifted it to me. And I have put it out every year since. And there were many years she would come over and see it and admire how lovely it looked in my home. And now that she's gone, I love to still put it out and admire its beauty. And then one of the last big decorations I put out is the tree that represents my wedding, a beautiful, hopeful future of me and my husband. At my wedding, we had these white trees as our centerpieces. We got married in a park, and it was in the middle of summer, on the 4th of July to be exact. There were butterflies everywhere, and the fields were just blooming with wildflowers. And so we got these beautiful trees and attached fake butterflies to them as part of our centerpiece, and a way to honor my sister and her memory, because we always associate butterflies with her. So I kept one of these trees, and every year I would use it to kind of decorate different things, sometimes at Easter, sometimes at Halloween. And for Christmas, my grandmother, she had bought me these little wooden ornaments, and they kind of look like German ornaments. There's a look to them, if you know what I mean. And they remind me in a way of her and my wedding, and also my lovely mother-in-law. God has blessed me with such a beautiful family that surrounds us. And my mother-in-law has German history. Her mother was full German, and she has little ornaments kind of like this on her tree and in her home from Germany with a German touch. So while these aren't from her, they still remind me of her. And I love being surrounded by those that I love everywhere I look in my home. And so I've said before on decor videos, you want to make it about what matters, what truly has meaning to you. You don't want to just haphazardly throw things up because some store or some Instagram or some, YouTube video says your house should look this way. And heaven forbid you look around my home and find comparison. Comparison is the thief of joy. I've had to remember that over and over again in this season. There are millions of dollars spent on ads meant to steal your joy, meant to make you look around your home and think, it's not Christmassy enough, it's not enough, I'm not doing enough for my children, I haven't bought enough for the tree. But if for a second we can cast all that aside, and we can look around our homes and say, what really brings meaning? What memories can I reflect on in the things that I love? And what is just excess that I brought in that I can let go of? This season has also been a purging of some of those excess things. And I find now with this simplified version of the things that I truly love, when I'm looking around at my beautiful tree of memories, my white tree from my wedding, and the nativity, that these core things mean so much more to me than a house full of decorations. And then the final thing I love to decorate with as we enter this season of hope and joy is light. Let there be light, I say, because Jesus is so full of light. And this is the time when it gets dark earlier and it seems like cold and darkness surrounds us. This is the time to fill our homes with light. In the forms of the tree, we have hung lights from our window, and my kids are just in awe of them. They love to sit and stare at the beautiful starlights. We love to drive around and look at the lights. And even today, we're going to be putting a couple more lights, the same lights I used at Halloween, on the outside of our house to just light up the darkness. Anytime we can add light is so valuable. And so I will end with that thought today, guys. Lord, I pray that you would be in our hearts and minds this season. I pray that we could be the light. I pray that we would be a lamp on a hill, God, not a covered one, not trying to hide our light, but that we could be a light this season, that we can look for those in need and help them, that we can look around our homes and reflect on our memories and how you have been so good to us in so many ways this year. Even if we've experienced tragedy, God, there is always light in the darkness. May we seek to find it. May we seek to know you better. Jesus, we thank you for the opportunity and start of a new year. We thank you for the hope and anticipation it brings as we close out an old year. No one knows what comes next, only you, God. But we live with that hope, and we bring that hope forward. And we pray all of this in Jesus' name, amen.